Hey guys, welcome back to my LEGO channel. Now in today's video we're going to take a deep dive analysis at this set right here. Now this is set number 7551 and it's the Brick Built Minion set. So some quick fire facts about this set. It retails in the UK for £44.99. If you wanted to buy it today, it's still available. You can get it on Amazon for £35.99, Very for £35.99, and many other various retailers at full RRP. Now this set actually came out in April 2020 and it's scheduled to try at the end of this year. So that gives it a shelf life of about 2 years and 8 months, which is about medium. You know, could be less, could be more, but not too bad. It currently has a Amazon bestsellers rank of 380, which is really good. That's nice and low. And if you actually type that number into the Jungle Scout Amazon sales calculator, it gives us an estimation of sales of 1590 per month, which is really good. Like, that's a strong demand for this set. And then if you want to get an idea of current supply, obviously you can look at eBay, and if you type in this set and switch location to the UK, it shows 33 sets actively available in the UK, which again is pretty good. It's nice and low. So all those things considered, I think initial opening impressions, I think this could be quite good. But anyway, let's talk about special considerations for this set. So, what are the special considerations with this set? Well, as I said, this set came out 2 years ago and it's retiring at the end of this year. But this set was originally meant to coincide with the release of the movie it's based on, I think, which is called The Rise of Gru. But that movie here in the UK has only just come out this July in 2022. So that means a lot of the target audience that would want to buy this set are only going to have 6 months, you know, post the movie coming out to actually have that time to buy the set. And I think this is very interesting because if you look at one of the toy suppliers in the UK right now, which is Smith's Toys, it actually has this set as no longer expected in stock right now, which is July the 7th. And if you look on John Lewis right now, they're only showing they've got 3 left in stock. I mean, take into account these retailers could have a restock, but if they didn't, that means, you know, there really isn't that much supply around of this set. And as we already saw on the bestsellers rank and the calculator Jungle Scout, there's approximately on Amazon 1,590 of these sets are selling per month on Amazon alone. And that was, you know, before the release of the movie. So this movie is really going to cause a spike in demand for people to want to buy this set. But taking that a step further, I mean, this movie right now is out in the cinemas. So say it goes out of the cinemas in about a month's time in August. But when is it going to hit the on-demand services? 6 months' time? Is that going to be about Christmas? So, you know, if that is around Christmas, or even just, it'd be great if it was Christmas, but even if it is just after Christmas, when this movie hits the on-demand services, either Sky, Netflix, or Now TV, is then going to have a whole new audience to the movie again. And at that point, is, you know, you could hedge your bets to say that this set might no longer be readily available anywhere. So, taking that into account, I feel that this set could really have potential, really imminently after it retires. But then, if you want to take that again a step further, this set is obviously based off the Minions, the Rise of Gru movie, but now they Minions first came from the Despicable Me franchise, and now they've got their own spin-off with the Minions, which is great. But this Despicable Me first movie came out in 2010, and it's been announced that there is going to be a 4th movie coming out in 2024. So, you know, the Minions, basically these Minions are going to remain popular. They're not going away. So I think this set has a real, I think it's a necessity to buy this set because I really think it's going to hold its value and hold its interest in the public. So I think at that point, it's a real good thing to consider. Another point to consider is that in this set, you actually only get one of the buildable characters. I think it's either Kevin or Bob. You only get enough pieces to build one of the characters. So you actually need to buy 2 of the sets to build both characters. So I just look at that straight away, and I think people won't realise that you need to buy 2 sets. So once they've bought one set and they build one of the characters to then realise they need to buy 2 sets. So I feel you might get a lot of repeat buyers and a lot of extra demand of this set on that factor alone. So yeah, I think taking all that into account, I think there's definitely going to be future interest in Minions as a franchise in general, and therefore you really could be a winner with this one. But next I want to talk you through some historically similar sets and talk about how maybe they fared. So we'll do that next. So when I first saw this brick built Minions set, it actually reminded me of 2 other buildable characters that LEGO has previously released in the past. Number 1 being the buildable SpongeBob set, and number 2 being the buildable Ideas WALL-E set. So let's look at the first one. So the WALL-E set was set number 21303. It retailed for $39.99, and this retired back in 2016. And its current eBay prices for this one is about £160. So, you know, really good return on investment on your initial spend on that one. Now we look at the SpongeBob SquarePants set, which was set number 3826. This one retailed at $24.99. And this one retired all the way back in 2007. And now it's hard to find accurate selling figures for this one because the set is now so rare. Excuse me. But you can see a sale here in Japan for about £250, and I think that's about it because the set's so rare. And unfortunately I can't show you previous sales because of eBay's history. It only shows you the previous 6 months of sales history. But that's besides the point, because I wanted to compare the Minion sets of those, because all 3 of these sets feature the titular character of their respective franchise. And the 2 that had previously retired, the SpongeBob and the WALL-E, you know, they're a roaring success. They were great sets to invest in. So it just makes you think, could the Minion set perform the same way? So we'll have to figure that out, right? But the first thing to note is that those other 2 sets have been retired a long time. So we obviously won't want to hold the Minion set for that long. However, it's also important to note that most sets reach a ceiling price, this being a point where the set will no longer go up in value, as in it reaches the point, reaches a price point that people are only willing to pay and no more. So the SpongeBob and the WALL-E set could have achieved that price point, and it could have been selling for those higher prices for quite a while now. So you wouldn't necessarily have to, excuse me, wait those 6 years for WALL-E's or 15 years for SpongeBob to reach the prices they are now. They might have achieved those prices a few years before. But point number 2 is what I can do, and I can measure the actual popularity in these respective franchises, right? So it's hard to do that, but what I'm going to try and do is look at the box office profits for each franchise, okay? Now, if we look at the very original Despicable Me movie that came out, this had achieved a box office of $543 million. When WALL-E came out, that achieved a $521.3 million. And when the SpongeBob, their most recent movie, came out in, I think, about 2016, that achieved $325.2 million. So you see, if you actually compare all of those, Despicable Me achieved the most revenue, and you arguably could say is the most popular franchise out of the 3. So taking all of that into account and everything I've discussed into this video, I really like this set. I think my own thoughts subjectively on it, I think it's £45. You can easily get it for about 30 very often throughout the year. I think it's, you know, a real great price point. I think it's a great set for not only children but also, you know, adults. This wouldn't be out of place on a desk or a shelf at work, etc. And out of all the sets that are currently released in the Minions theme, I really think this is the best one. I'm not going to look at the others personally. I don't think the others are that great, but this one I do really like. But there you go. So let me know your thoughts on this set. Is it going to be a set you're going to invest in? And I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.